Welcome, welcome, welcome to the village. A party! We are celebrating the first anniversary of the Village Leadership Group LLC. Come on in. Welcome to the village. Listen, guys, we are so excited. Thank you so much for supporting the village this whole year. Thank you for following us on Facebook and Instagram. Woo! I'm so excited. This has been a fun day of celebration. You guys are rocking and rolling. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. So come on into the village. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am Dr. Roz Gaskins, CEO and founder of the Village Leadership Group LLC. And I know what you're thinking, but what's the village? Y'all been around for a year. What are y'all doing? We are a professional learning community of teachers, educators, and coaches coming together to serve teachers and to make sure our teachers are trained as top leaders that they are. We have some amazing teachers, and we want to make sure everyone knows that teachers are leaders, okay? We should be trained and supported as leaders. So that's what we do within the village. We come together as teachers and as leaders and educators so that we can support one another and make sure that we are doing what we do best. That's right. We're building a professional learning community of teachers so that we can build and grow. Listen, guys, we went live at 1 o'clock. We went live at 2 o'clock with Deneen Merriweather. And now it's what? 3 o'clock. So that means who's here? Dr. Rainya Miller. Welcome to the...
Thank you. Thank you for having me. I'm pretty excited for you. I didn't realize it was a year.
Yes, I know, right? When you was like, it's been a year already. I'm like, yes, Dr. Miller's been a year. And guess what, y'all? Dr. Miller's been rocking with us the entire time.
Yes.
Dr. Miller, do you remember your first live with the village?
I remember it, but I think that we talked about strength, but we did talk about leadership. We talked about
exactly. So, guys, those of you who don't know, before the pandemic started, I was like, ooh, 2020 is my year. Ooh. I'm going to start my LLC. I'm going to be an education consultant. I'm going to be a leadership coach for teachers. I'm going to go out and train all the teachers in the world. Yeah. That's what I was saying. But then guess what happened? A whole pandemic. So I didn't pause. I didn't stop. I kept going. And my coach helped me get onto social media. And she said, you can serve through Facebook, Instagram, whatever. Get on social media and you can still serve. Show up each week and do your thing. Well, it took me a while. But throughout that journey, I decided that I was going to interview teachers, coaches, and different educators that I knew that could come on and share some golden nuggets with the village. So a long time ago, I looked up and I said, you know what? Dr. Rainya Miller is a wonderful coach. She's a wonderful leader. Let me get her to join the village. And she said yes. Yes. So thank you, Dr. Miller. So I want to know, like, why did you even say yes to joining the village? Let's start there. Why did you say yes?
Okay. Well, I believed in your mission. I believed in what you were trying to accomplish. I believe that teachers are leaders and we should be in the place of leaders. Like nobody should tell us better about what we do than us because we're in the front lines. We do the work every day. And so when you said you wanted to pull together different leaders and advocates and education experts and just coaches to come together so we could build each other, I thought that was a great idea. Like we want to support each other.
Well, I want to say thank you for joining the village. And thank you for being an example as well for me to follow because you are a strengths coach. You have your own consulting business as well. So I've been checking you out as well. So y'all need to follow Dr. Miller as well, but she's doing her thing. So listen, that's what the village is all about. We're building a community. And I see Dr. Houston is watching. Hey, Dr. Houston, she's part of the village. I've been watching her as well. That's what teaching is all about. We have to learn and grow together.
Yeah.
You're not going to be a great teacher leader or even an effective teacher if you stay within your four walls. You need to get out of your comfort zone and collaborate with other great school leaders and teachers and coaches. That's what the village is all about. So thank you, Dr. Miller, for saying yes and for joining the village a long time ago. So, guys, I want Dr. Miller to tell us about strengths coaching and a little bit about what she does as a strengths coach. Dr. Miller, what do you do?
All right. So, as a certified Gallup strengths coach, I provide coaching that is focused on strengths, and it's focused to help you increase your engagement, your productivity, just to get what you're looking for out of life. I don't want to say you live your best life, because we playing that one out, but just to be the best you that you can be. And so strength is really based on some innate talents, abilities that you have, and they show up all the time. But instead of trying to fix something or work on something that you're not strong at, strength-based coaching helps you to work on things that you are naturally talented at, and using those strengths to increase your capacity, to find well-being and happiness, and to also just become more engaged in your work. So.
Wonderful. So, Dr. Miller, can you tell people your top 5 or some of your top strengths and tell them like what does that mean and how do you use your strengths?
Okay. So my number one is consistency. Now let me, I got to guess the rest. I know it's consistency, it's learner, achiever, developer, and the last one is empathy. Well, the top 5 is empathy. And for me, consistency, when I read my report years ago, and I was like, oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, that's me. But we took a course in it, but I didn't dig deep into it. I just did what I had to do to get through the course. And then years later, I was like, okay, let me really dig into this and see what it's really saying to me. Because sometimes when I'm sitting in meetings and places and I'm just like, why are we doing this? And who is benefiting from this? And that doesn't sound fair for everybody. And where's the structure? Where's the organization? And what I realized is my consistency shows up. It shows up. I think things need to be fair. They need to be equitable. If you get an apple, I need an apple. Like, we all need to be treated fairly and equally. And there needs to be structure. I like form and function. And so for me, sometimes the world is chaotic and it's not the way we want it to be. So I know that I create my own form and function and structure that keeps me sane. And then everybody else can do what they got to do. But as long as I have my own, that helps me. So that's how my consistency showed up. And then I tell people that I'm a developer, right? And so developer just means that I see the possibilities in others. Like, I see where you could be. I see how you could grow. I see all of that in you. And I want to help you. Like, I'm like, yes, what we got to do? How can we help you get to where you want to get? I'm helping you get to those dreams and everything. But what I realized as a developer is in professional and in the personal life, you can't develop people that don't want to be developed. And so as teachers, we always pouring into people. But if you keep pouring into someone and pouring in, but they're still right where they were, a basement, as Gallup calls it, is like, I may not know how to stop. Like, I may still see your potential and still want to push you, but I have to realize that if you're not trying to go,
that's good. That's good.
I have to step away. Yeah.
Listen, I have a quick story about that, Dr. Miller. That was really good. I had a teacher when I first became an instructional coach. I saw a teacher and she reminded me of myself, and I thought, oh, she's a great teacher. Oh, this is going to be an easy, relationship. I'll be able to coach her, and this will be easy. Well, after weeks and weeks and months of coaching, She pulled me to the side and said, listen, she basically told me I was doing too much. And that she was okay with being mediocre.
You was like, what?
Oh my goodness, I cried all night long. Yes. Like, what teacher wants to be mediocre? That's not what we do. Teaching is about being excellent and about doing all that you can for your students. So I cannot believe that she was okay with being mediocre. That's not what we do. So that was a good tip. Good tip. So what other information do you have for us, Dr. Miller?
Well, let's see. I do believe truly that if you find out what your top 5 are, and even if you get your whole 34, that you can really see how these innate talents that you have really play in your day-to-day life. Like, you might know it, but then when you see it on that report and you see it and you say, oh my gosh, I do that. Like, I do that every day. Like, yeah, that is me. Like you a networker, and you get in there and you pull people together. So I remember when
That's my talked. Connectedness.
Yes. And when we talked, and I was like, but I see that. And you were like, yeah, that's true. Your connectedness, like, it is your calling. It is innate in you. And
okay, so, calling.
Yeah. So for me, I guess that, you know, being a developer is my calling. Thus, the name of my coaching is Mudita Coachsulting. And Mudita means that I find joy in helping others to succeed. And I searched for that name. Like, I searched because I wanted to be something meaningful. When I saw that, I was like, oh, yes, that's it right there. That's it. Now, let me figure out how to pronounce that. But that's it. That's that one.
Exactly. You knew the definition. You just didn't know how to say it. That's good.
I was like, but that's the one for me, because I'm a developer. I'm an achiever, though. So I got a list now.
Exactly.
There's some things we got to do. We got to check them off. We got to keep it going. We can't be stagnant. We can't stay still. We got to keep on going. But I definitely enjoy helping others to achieve success and to be where they want to be. And I don't have to be in the limelight. Like, you do that, go get that, get out there and be great. And I just enjoy helping and making sure that people do that. I don't want to be mediocre.
Exactly. Who does that? So is that one of the things that I say all the time within the village is that teacher leadership is a mindset, not a position. Because again, you have to really believe that you are a leader and that teaching is your passion. That's your purpose. And we're all about education, leadership, service, collaboration, and community. If you're not passionate about those things, then you need another job. That's a whole nother story.
Yeah, it's probably a mismatch. You're right. It's probably a mismatch.
Right. So, guys, again, those of you who are just tuning in, we are celebrating the 1-year anniversary of the Village Leadership Group, LLC. Woo! Y'all not screaming in here. Woo! Listen, we are turning up all day. Listen, thank you for joining the party. Thank you for joining the discussion. Leave your comments so that we can, have a conversation about our core values of the village. We're all about developing leaders, all right? Come together, join the village. Come on, y'all. Let's do it. Listen, Dr. Miller is here. She's an old favorite of the village. She's been part of the village pretty much since day one. Where can people find you, Dr. Miller? Like, what do you have going on?
So we have an upcoming strengths coaching session. It is only an hour. It is on April the 27th. If you're interested just to know about strengths and why it should be important to you, you can see it scrolling across the screen. Thank you, logistics team.
That's what we do.
And so it's an hour. It's going to give you just a basic, this is what strength is about, and this is how you can use it. And then if you go through that and you're like, yes, I'm on fire for strengths, then we have individual coaching, and we'll also have some group sessions coming up. So if you want to come, but you want to bring your friends, or if you want to come, you want to bring your coworkers, because we also talk about how knowing each other's strengths helps you to work better as a team, which is even more important. Like, you know yourself, you know your strengths, you know how to use your strengths to get where you want to go. But if you have, like, for example, if Dr. Gaskins and I work together and I don't know that her strength is connectedness, then I might be like, how come she keep bringing all these people into our meeting? Why isn't that every time we try to meet, she got 4 other invites? Well, it's because she's connecting people. So because I know that, then I won't feel like she's doing something that isn't appropriate to our meeting or to what business we're conducting. So just knowing your strengths and then knowing the strengths of your colleagues, your mates, your significant other, your kids, like all of that can really help you to build them up, to engage, and to definitely build your own capacity when working with other people and living with other people. So,
Exactly.
and I'm also
Love it.
www.mudita.coach, and that is where you can sign up to have coaching sessions with me to help you get the best out of your business.
Awesome. And you gonna put that, we can put that in the comments, Dr. Miller, so people can definitely reach out to you. But guess what, y'all? She's part of the village, so you can see her there.
Uh-oh. Did we lose Dr. Gaskins? She's coming back. Just hold on. I know she's coming back.
All right, sorry about that. We had technical difficulties. For some reason, StreamYard decided to just go blank. All right, so again, we're still a party. We're not gonna let a little,
I know that's right.
stop the party. So let's turn up in here. All right. So again, let's go back, recap. Those of you who are joining us, I am Dr. Roz Gaskins, CEO and founder of the Village Leadership Group, LLC, and we are celebrating the Village's 1-year anniversary. We've been going live all day. We're going to continue to go live with great members of the Village who are going to pour into us and continue to give us great information so that we can be the best teacher leaders and educators and coaches that we can be, because that's what the Village is all about. We're about education, leadership, service, collaboration, and community. You've been listening to Dr. Rainya Miller. She's no stranger to the Village. She's been with us several times. She also joined us during our group coaching session, New Year, New You, when she told us more about strengths and how knowing your strengths can help you reach your goals. So that's what Dr. Miller is all about. It's about making sure you identify your strengths and develop your strengths to make sure that you improve your leadership skills. So thank you, Dr. Miller, for hanging in there during our technical glitch. You are a pro. I was telling the village team before you came on, I said, oh, Dr. Miller, she knows what to do. She's a pro. She knows how to do social media and how to do StreamYard. She's an expert. So thank you, Dr. Miller, for hanging in there.
You're welcome.
Once again, Dr. Miller, where can people follow you on social media?
So I am at, so on Facebook, it's Mudita Coachsulting. On Instagram, it is Mudita Coachsulting. And my website is mudita.coach. And I'm trying to think what else. Twitter is.
She on all the social media.
Twitter is Mudita Coach, but I don't tweet a lot. So if you follow me, then I'll tweet. But right now, I'm working on that one. I'm mostly
better than me.
Yeah, I mostly post on Instagram, and I'm trying to get the others to, the same level. But it's hard managing all of that.
Exactly. You don't have to tell me. But listen, those of you who are saying, oh, I want to know my strengths, guess what? Join the village. We talk about strengths as well. When you call me, I'm just telling you, call Dr. Miller, because she's going to help you identify your strengths. And then you can come back to the village and we can keep coaching and keep talking. You can share your information and do what we do within our community, because that's what the village is all about, working together. We're all about collaboration. So again, thank you, Dr. Miller.
Thank you for having me.
All right. So listen, guys, thank you again for following The Village on Facebook and Instagram at The Village LG. Be sure to share. Look, sharing is caring, okay? Sharing is caring, all right? And invite, because it's right. Listen, we are having so much fun. I'm acting up. I know y'all thinking, Dr. Rogers usually don't act like this. It's a party, okay? So listen, let's have fun. Let's turn up. Get comfortable because we're going to be partying all day. All right? Let's turn up. Woo! I will see you guys in the next hour. Continue to, again, share. Make sure we are following the Village Leadership Group on Facebook and Instagram. All right? And remember, teacher leadership is a mindset, not a position. See y'all in the next hour.